So what's up guys, A.C.F coming at you, and today we want to do a little comparison on a Galco King Tuck and an Aliengear 3.0. And both of these are IWBs inside the waistband, and both of them can seal well. And we'll start out with a Galco, and if you notice you've got steel clips. There's 2 in each. They are stationary. It's good solid Kydex. Leather backing. And in my opinion with this, it's kind of a 2 t-shirt deal. If you tuck a small t-shirt in and then put a t-shirt over it, it's very, very comfortable. And when I get up in the morning, I tend to get dressed. I put my gun on. I don't take my gun back off until I come in the house, take a shower, play the game, go sit down for the evening. Just when I get ready to pull it off, I wear it all day. If I get out in the yard or I get at work, I get to sweating and I'm moving, this will stick to your skin and it feels as if it will peel it off, and it irritates me a little bit. Again, this is a very, very well made holster and it's comfortable. It is. It really, really is. I've had it for about 2 years. I gave about $60 for it. I bought this at Cabela's, Gander Mountain, one of the two. Again, 2 years old and can't quite remember. And I've had this one for about 2 weeks. It's really not that old. On the Galco, some things that I don't like about the Galco. This holster is for a Glock. This holster is also for a Glock. If I sink this Glock down in it, I've sat down in my truck a couple of times and pushed on the barrel with my seat, and it actually pushes the gun out of the holster. That is an absolute no. It's very, very dangerous, because then you've got to reach back and actually put the holster back down in. If it comes up, your outer shirt gets caught right here, you push it down, it accidentally pulls that trigger, you misfired that weapon. That's a bad thing. Another thing that I don't like about the Galco holster is you can see that the trigger guard does not come all the way up on the trigger. For you safety nuts, gun is empty. Nothing in the magazine. Magazine is not in the gun, and there is nothing in the chamber. But if it was loaded, that gun's ready to fire. If I put it in the Galco holster, you can see that you cannot see that trigger. But a small child, someone with a small finger, a stick, if you're in the woods, whatever, anything could get down in that. Could it get in front of that trigger and pull that trigger? Probably not. But again, it's something that I don't like, that the space is there. It should have came up, in my opinion, about another ½ inch, and it should have completely covered that trigger guard. That is just something that I don't like about it. Again, on this clip, when I come in the evening and I go to pull my gun off and dechamber it and put it on the counter until I get up the next morning, when I pull it from the holster, I can actually feel it try to climb out of my pants or my belt. It feels as if I'm going to pull, holster and all. And I actually have a friend that has the same exact holster, and he wore it with a Glock 17. And he went to do something to where he couldn't have his firearm on him, and when he removed his firearm from his holster, it took holster and all from him. And that is just something that I don't agree with on this. The clips should have been made a little bit better. They should take a little bit better bite, and it should not be that easy to remove. Again, something that I just do not agree with on this gun is that. Even the 27, even the subcompact, barrel still sticks down below it. Push on it a little bit, gun pushes right out. Very, very dangerous in my opinion. In the 2 years that I've had this, that's probably happened a total of about 5 times. These clips are hell on leather. In your truck, car, couch, whatever. These clips they catch leather, it's gonna tear it. It's gonna make a bad mark on it. They're really, really bad for that. Again, this is a Galco King Tuck. And it's very, very durable. It's very, very comfortable if you have 2 t-shirts on. Again, if you put this directly against your skin, at first it's not too bad, but get doing something, start to sweat, get a little bit damp, and it wants to stick. And you notice your clips do not move. They are stationary, pretty well solid. When that gun shifts, you can actually, or the holster shifts with my jeans and my belt, you can feel it peel against your skin if you're wearing it bare skinned. On the Aliengear holster, you notice on the back of it, it is neoprene. It's waterproof. It's very, very soft. You do not have to have a t-shirt on under it to wear it, and it'd be very, very comfortable. These clips are plastic, and to be plastic, they're very, very rugged. If you'll notice, it does swivel. Now, it's going to move a little bit, but with the clips actually moving, it actually gives a little bit more freedom. It doesn't move as much as the Galco holster. If I put the Glock in it, you'll see that the trigger guard does actually cover every piece of that trigger. There's nothing, no way that anything can get in that and get that trigger to sound off. If I set down, there's nothing that can push up on the barrel to push that gun out. I feel much safer with this gun. Again, if you set down and push this gun out, the chances of you accidentally discharging it is probably fairly slim, but it can happen, and it stays in the back of my mind. Is that gun going to push out? I've got a habit to where I keep a check on it from time to time to make sure that it doesn't. With this holster, I have no worries about that. It does not. Now, with the Aliengear, it is very flexible. It's very soft. The Kydex is very, very durable. It has no give to it. I can squeeze on it. I cannot feel it give. On the Galco, if I give it a good squeeze, I can actually feel it give a little bit. I actually think that the Aliengear holster is built a little bit better on the Kydex. And another thing that I don't like about either holster is that they are not lined. In my opinion, they should have had a felt lining, a wool lining, some kind of a lining in here that kept holster wear down. Now, the Galco is a little bit less of retention. This being a little bit softer, in my opinion, it's not going to wear holster wear on the gun as bad. Now, I've had this about 2 years, and God only knows how many times this Glock has been in and out of this holster. And if I show it to you real close, you might be able to see it. There's actually a little bit of holster wear on it. In my opinion, the Aliengear holster is actually going to do holster wear a little bit quicker because it's a more solid Kydex, it's a harder Kydex, and it has a little bit more retention. If I put these two together, you'll notice that the Kydex on the Aliengear holster is about 1/16 of an inch thicker. And with this holster, it does have some color. It's kind of nice. Not that you're going to see it anyway. But made in America. That's great. Like stuff made in America. America! And over here you have their logo, and that's just a really, really good looking holster. And I've wore it for about a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks, and it's really, really comfortable. I'm actually very, very surprised at how quickly that I noticed that it was a little bit more comfortable than the Galco holster. I have more faith in it. The trigger guard is covered. You can adjust. Both of them are adjustable. You can adjust the clip up, or you can adjust the clip down to set it up higher in your jeans or lower, just depending on what you're wearing. Again, holsters from Glock to Glock are pretty well. The 27, the 26, the 19, the 17, the 22, the 23, they all fit the same holster. But again, this being a subcompact in the Galco holster, barrel still sticks down. If I set down, something catches at it, pushes out, I reach back, something gets stuck between that and the trigger. It just happens to push the trigger safety. I push that gun back down in there. I'd misfired that gun. Might have shot myself in the kidney, leg, might have blowed my junk off, who knows. But in my opinion, this is a much safer holster. Again, clips on the Galco will gut a leather seat, will destroy it. These do not tend to grab. Another problem that I do have with the Galco holster is when I get up in the morning, I tend to get dressed, I tend to put my gun on, I don't take my gun off till I'm coming in and I'm ready to set down for the evening. And whenever I pull the gun from the holster, I can actually feel the holster rise like as I'm going to pull holster and all rather than just my gun. Now, I've never had to pull my gun from my holster, but if I did have to, I would not want holster and all to come out. I actually have a friend that has the exact same holster, and he had to go somewhere that he couldn't carry his firearm, and when he removed his firearm from the holster, it actually pulled holster and all out. With the Aliengear, the clips they get much better of a bite. When I put this on, this front one, I can get off pretty good. This back one, it tends to fight me a little bit. I don't have a problem with that. I'll take an extra moment to get it off because in the back of my mind, I know this holster is not going to pull whenever I pull my firearm from it. Another thing that I don't really care for on the Aliengear holster is, if you'll notice, the stitching on the back of the neoprene here sets in about 1/8 of an inch, and this will roll, it will move, and in time it's going to wear. It will probably tear and split. Will it come past the stitching? Probably not, but again, in my opinion, the stitching should have come out. What could have made this an absolute holster that you would probably never find another one to replace it with is if it was lined. In my opinion, it's a lining would keep the holster wear down on the gun. It is very, very comfortable. This on bare skin tends to slide. It's waterproof. It's soft. It just feels good. 1 t-shirt's all you need with this. 2 t-shirts. You can wear this without 2 t-shirts, but by the end of the day, if you're out, you're busy, you're sweating, this is going to grab, pull, stretch, and irritate a little bit. Again, both are adjustable. Had this about 2 years, and the wear on it has been fantastic. On the outside edges of it, you can notice that they are pretty well solid. It's not going to roll. The only place I do have holster wear, or have wear on this holster, is right here. You can't really see it, but to be 2 years old, that little indentation is no big deal. Now you can see right here where the 19 sets, the 27 sets, you can see the line for the 27 and the 19. I tend to carry both. This is my EDC. The 19 is what I carry most of the time. Sometimes if I've got a thinner pair of shorts on, a thinner t-shirt, I will put the 27 in it, and I will carry the 27. Now again, can I say that one holster is better than the other? Yes, I can. I can say that I prefer the Alienware holster better. Can I say that one manufacturer is better than the other? No, I cannot. I cannot say that. But again, I prefer the Aliengear holster. It's really, really soft. Feels really, really good. If I put the Galco up on it, you can see that the Aliengear actually covers a little bit more ground. It stretches out. The clip hooks my belt a little bit farther forward, a little bit farther back. It actually tends to not let the holster move as much. With the clips moving, the clips kind of give a little bit, and you still get movement, but not near as much with the Galco. Again, this Galco holster was about $60. And this one online is less than $50, and in my opinion, for the cheaper price, this is a much better holster. For the $60 that I gave for this one, I would much prefer to pay a cheaper price and get a better holster. I like the Kydex better. It's just a tougher Kydex. Again, it'll probably have holster wear a little bit faster than what the Galco is going to, but it's much softer. In my opinion, it's a little bit more comfortable. If I sweat, it's waterproof. It doesn't stick. It slides. It feels good against my skin. When I sat down, it's not going to push the gun out. So in my opinion, this will probably be the last Galco holster that I will ever own. I will probably end up ordering 1 or 2 more of these. I can actually order the Kydex for this. You can see it's screwed. I can take the screws out of it, and I can replace this to be an M&P, a SAR Arms, a 1911, any kind of pistol that you want to carry. You can get the Kydex for it, and you can switch it out real easy. On the Galco, you cannot. That is set for a Glock. These are riveted in. It is solid. So, $10 more, $10 less. In my recommendation, I would recommend that you get an Aliengear holster. It's just more comfortable. It fits the gun better. It feels better. I don't have to worry about it pushing up. It covers the trigger guard. In my opinion, this is a much better holster. Guys, now this has been our little review on a 3.0 Aliengear and a King Tuck. And Aliengear, in my opinion, much better than the Galco. Not that the Galco's a bad holster, but it does have some issues that tend to concern me, where the Aliengear does not. But we appreciate you guys watching. If you would, give us a like, subscribe, comment, and share. We appreciate you. Keep a check back with us. Thank you for watching.